Are we ready?
I think we are.
Hello and welcome everybody.
Hello, it's been a long time.
1 year.
1 year. And we should also say that I'm Kim.
And I am Bubben. How are you guys doing?
Well, it's...
In the comments below. How are you doing?
Yeah. How are you doing? Comments below. And we want to... don't want to apologize, but we want to say it's been a long time.
It's been a very long time. But that's the way it goes with 1 year olds, right?
Yeah.
With toddlers, you don't have that much time to work in. So we just...
You're easily distracted.
Yeah. We celebrate 1 year at approximately this point.
Yeah.
And we have done a lot of new things. We have done a lot of things this year. We're going to go through them somewhat. But stay tuned for what we're actually working on now.
Yeah.
The version 2 of Milarki.
That's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Yeah.
Should we...
I think we should fire through some things that we've done this year?
Before your dad plays the...
Oh, no, we got to have the intro first, though, right?
Yeah. Probably should we roll the intro?
Cue the intro.
Go, Dad. Okay, so 1 year.
Yeah, and right now I need to look at what we actually done this year.
Yeah, because we wrote down some things just to see, to actually get a perspective on what have we actually done this year.
Just so everybody knows that we're actually working on this.
Yeah.
So what we started with, we created our warlords and we created the world using Felix.
Yeah. Felix was he created all the images for us for our first inception, so to speak.
Exactly.
And
then we launched.
Yeah, at the Grand Fanatic.
Yeah.
So it's the 6th of June.
The 6th of June. Yeah. It was.
It's a tournament, a big tournament here in Sweden. It's too much rejoicing.
Yeah. And the Grand Fanatic is coming up, the new one in September as well. After that, we got the Party at the Old Points podcast. They talked about us.
Yeah.
And just to thank them, we dropped Tomb Kings to be played at Milarki.
Yeah. So Tristan could register his games.
Exactly. I think it's been registered 1 or 2.
Yeah. It's all worth it.
Great point.
Yeah. Then we started the Casual Friday, which you are watching now.
Exactly.
We started out in shortly after.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then we hit 100 members.
Yeah.
Which we were very glad for. And Rob, the honest wargamer, we got in touch with him and he talked a little bit about us.
He actually did a reaction video.
Yeah, exactly. Links down below, I guess, right?
Yeah, and that actually a lot of people saw and got some good attention for us.
Yep.
Yeah. Then we started our first proper league in Järna with Jesper and the Asylum Wargaming.
Yep, very nice. And more news about Jesper later.
It's coming back to him.
Great point. We actually created some battle plans as well.
Yeah. For
you guys to play at. There are 1,000-point levels and some narrative battle plans for you.
Yeah.
Which are still up on the website. You can still use them. No problem.
And after that, we hit 300 members.
Sparta!
It's a good. It's a good.
I wish I had that body.
King Milarki.
King Milarki. I do wish I had that body. Yeah. But then we hit summer.
Yeah.
And we got some problems with our mail server.
Yeah.
It took a long time to get that fixed.
Yeah.
But we're glad we fixed it.
Yeah. It was a tough nut to crack, but I'm glad we overcame that.
Michael overcame that, but we're still glad that we overcame it. Yeah.
And while he struggled away with trying to fix the mail server, I kept writing. So we dropped some more stories on the site.
So a little bit like keep telling
stories.
Exactly.
That's where it came from, to be honest.
It was.
My first was. So then?
Well, after that, we actually created some objective markers for ourselves.
Yeah, for ourselves. Yeah.
For ourselves and for future projects, so to speak.
Yeah.
I think I still got about 150 of them left. But we created some objective markers. Yeah.
The small ones. We used that. We're gonna come back to that when we did our first own event.
Own one, yeah.
Yeah. So we managed to overcome the mail issue, and then we actually did improve a lot of the behind the scenes on the site. I remember we did a lot of it.
Yeah, yep, a lot of it.
Yeah.
And then we were featured on Neon.
Yeah.
Nuno picked us up, made an article about Milarki. It's a little bit about. We did a good job now. We're a little bit scratching our backs.
Yeah. It's actually accomplishments.
Yeah, it's still nice and fun. If not for you, but for us at least, just to reminisce of what we have actually done this year.
Yeah.
Because some people might think it's not a lot, but it is a lot.
And Neon is a narrative event organizing network. Yeah. So it's actually where we were supposed to be, like since we want to do it like narrative. So we were glad that they actually picked up on something we did. So really, really proud of that. And
then some more tech stuff.
Yeah.
Like it usually is, but more tech stuff. Yes.
Yeah. And we did. Then we started with our Battle for the World Axis.
Yeah.
Our own event. We did a 2-month event. Yeah. Actually, the first month was getting to the site, and the second one was the big war. So battles registered on site affected how the outcome of the battle. So
exactly, like we should drop.
Yeah,
and then we actually dropped some new characters.
Yeah,
we did 4 more. We did 4 sub commanders.
Yeah.
Thanks to Michael Kowalski. He drew them out for us.
Yeah.
So 4 new sub commanders that we have.
That we used for our own local event.
Yep. Exactly, and with that we're going to feature more in the story to come.
Yeah. We partnered up with Rerolling Once.
Oh,
it's a cool site, YouTube channel. Yeah.
YouTube channel, mainly a battle report channel.
Yeah.
But we talked to those people and those guys, and they're featuring us in a couple of videos, which was fun. Great fun. Got some things, and hopefully we can work with them again in the future.
You should check them out.
Yeah,
definitely.
Great battle and great people.
Yeah, but then we actually we did our first real event.
Yeah,
the Battle for the World Axis.
Our own created, our own driven event.
Yeah,
here in Karlstad, Sweden.
Yeah, and who joined us?
Rob was here.
Yeah, Rob the Honest Wargamer. Yeah, we actually did a Casual Friday with him.
Yeah, he sat down
in the kitchen. Table. In the kitchen, yeah. It was a good one.
Yeah, it was very much fun.
Yeah.
Then, we did some more tech stuff.
Yeah. Did more tech stuff, yeah. And we did a Swedish podcast called Kiksluntan.
Yeah, we featured on that. Talked to Bubba and Jonte. Great fun.
Yeah.
Great people as well.
Yeah.
And then
it was like around Christmas we hit 600.
Christmas.
Yeah.
December there we hit 600 members.
And around December, that's where we actually we didn't go into hibernation, but we actually started working on what will become version 2 that we're going to talk about later. So that's when it kind of quieted down on the site.
Yeah, we did some more tech stuff as well, but we did those tech stuff. We added, when you register a game, you can now add how many battle tactics, you can add victory points if you did a major or minor loss or major or minor win, and we actually put in also grand strategies in that, because we were featured. I'm going to tell us as well, but we held the tournament with Bubba in Krigsluntan called the 4 Nations. We were in Stockholm. So that's why we added those things to be a part of his team tournament.
Yeah, so actually it was our first step to be like a tournament platform as well.
First baby step towards that, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and now he's calling.
Yeah. So Then in January we hit.
I'm just gonna. Yeah.
666 members. Metal.
Woe to you, O earth and sea, for the devil sends the beast
with wrath. That's good.
Yeah, it's perfect. So 666 members. Yeah, perfect. Where are we now in the list?
We dropped Stripe.
Oh, that's a big part. Now you can actually, if you like us, you can support and pay and contribute with what you like.
Yeah, kind of like our own...
our version of Patreon, right?
Our version of Patreon, yeah.
Yeah.
So we start with that. So you could, if you felt like you want to contribute.
And just, well, shortly, I'm just going to put a picture up here. We thank our Patreon people that support us today and right now.
Yeah.
Huge thanks to you.
Yeah. And then we did, we tried to do, we've been experimenting further narrative. Some sort of a series to further our narrative, so to speak. Probably going to come back in one form or another as version 2 comes.
To dive deeper in the Meridia lore.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we were featured on Neon again, actually.
Yeah.
We talked about our event.
Yeah.
Our thoughts were about creating a narrative event and how people took it and how it was.
Yeah.
If you want to check that out, the links are again down below.
Yeah. We're going to link it down below. Then we hit 700.
Yes, 700 members.
Yeah.
And then we did one really cool thing.
Yeah.
We are now the main sponsors of the AOS World's Swedish team and also the Six Nations team.
Yeah.
Worlds, we were close to take the gold. We were close to take silver, but in the end we ended in 5th place.
Yeah, that's really good.
5th place is really good. Sweden is a top contender in the AOS Worlds format. Yeah. That's all we can say.
And all thanks to Milarki, yeah?
Probably not all thanks to Milarki, but we like to see it that way. And we love that those players actually had "Make every casual game count" written on their shirts at the highest level in Amsterdam. That was great for us.
And it actually was a really good event as well.
Yeah, it was.
A shout out to Rob for actually doing a really professional broadcast from it.
Great. So I think that is mainly what we have done this year to past.
Yeah.
But what we're actually here to talk about is some big news. And that is that Jesper Melander has joined the Milarki team.
Yeah.
And we're so happy and so grateful that he wanted to join.
Yeah, for those of you who doesn't know who Jesper Melander is, he's one of the world's player on the Team Sweden, yeah?
Yes, he is.
And he's going to join us shortly as we move over to the road to version 2.
Yes, and what version 2 will be in a whole. Yes.
So...
well, stay tuned for Jesper, I guess.
Yeah, roll it. Okay, welcome back.
With the headsets on, right here, and the headsets on, earheads here.
So why are we wearing these silly things?
Well, technical issues, right?
Yeah, because we want to introduce to you our latest member, Jesper, who we talked about before as a part of the World's team. He has joined Milarki, and we just want to say a warm welcome to Jesper. Welcome.
Hey, that's me.
Yay, welcome, Jesper.
Thanks, guys.
How you doing?
Just fine. Quite hot in here in the venue, but still doing okay. Can I go soon so I can go out into the sun?
All right, well, short. Who are you, Jesper, and how... Okay, so you're a bit hot, but who are you, and why did you be a part of Milarki?
I'm one of the TUs here in Sweden. I play competitive for the World's team. I play a lot of Warhammer generally, Age of Sigmar. No 40k, that's not my stuff. I'm the host of the Swedish Championship, and yeah, just a big fan of Warhammer. And when you guys arrived at the scene, I was there to welcome you into the scene. And I like the product that is Milarki. And I wanted to be a part of the journey to help you find the end of the rainbow, so to say.
Yeah, to steer into more tournament functions in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's,
so I'm the guy standing there with a water sprinkler, like, come this way, this way, let's go.
So now we have one more opinion to be struggled with, and to be pulling in another direction.
Yeah,
it's great.
No, but I think you and Jesper is pulling in the same direction.
I would like to say that on the Swedish podcast, you actually told me that I and Jesper was on the same level, and I love that. Thanks.
They also called you King Milarki, so it's you shouldn't believe everything you hear in Swedish podcasts. So.
Oh, that's true as well. Thank you, Robert.
So if me and Anders is on the same team when we come to tug of war, then you guys will lose.
yeah. I'm not going to battle you for it.
And that is a great segue into what actually version 2 will be. Would be what was it called? What version 2 would be, right?
Yeah, let's talk about. Should we talk about version 2?
Yeah.
Cut 2.
Okay, so let's like
2.
Roll the thing.
All right. So version 2 of Milarki. Version 2 will be our new best Milarki version that we have. We will launch this in September this year, and we're working very, very hard on it right now. And with Jesper's introduction to Milarki, we have got an expert on it. So the first thing we will build is a gaming aid. And Jesper, I would love for you to talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So gaming aid for us is to have an application or a website that can score the games that you play. So you can follow up on your battle tactic choices, your win percentage, your grand strategy completions and such. So whenever you start a game, you can actually go into the website, you can open up a window that's going to keep track of the game. So you enter how many victory points you get or score objectives, just like a few others have done before, but we're going to make it more experience-wise and also statistic-wise. So you can follow up on your games and see how you've been doing throughout a generous handbook or a month or whatever timeline you want to find. You can go in and see what battle tactic do I most often pick in turn 1 or 2, or how you actually complete stuff and all like that. For me, I'm loving the fact that I can keep track of it and don't have to do my own Excel arc or just have papers all over the place to keep track of what I actually am good at or bad, since I want to improve my games. That's the
bad in our case and good in your case, right?
Yeah, something like that. So gaming aid will be for everyone to be able to keep track of the game, more or less. It's sometimes hard for you to remember, like, oh, what battle tactic did I choose for this and such. And we will also try to implement a chess clock into this system as well, so people can start practice more with the clock and like tournament organized gaming. And we will also have filters, so if you want to play without the battle tactics, grand strats and everything like that, just go and choose what
That's
attributes of the aid you wish to use.
Yeah, so it's like if you're a pro like you, or a narrative guy like me, there will be a way to use this gaming aid.
Absolutely.
It's for everyone, yeah.
Milarki, every casual game counts. So that's the whole thing and the whole idea with the Milarki project.
Yeah.
Even if it's a hardcore gaming professional game, statistics is always nice to have with you to improve your own gaming. I mean,
and because you can choose whatever you want to use, you can customize it to your own preference.
yeah.
Yeah.
So our gaming aid in Milarki will be, instead of using dice or a whiteboard or a piece of paper to write down or whatever, so you can, instead of go into Milarki and register your game when the game is done, you actually start a game in Milarki. That's what the gaming aid is all about.
Exactly. So you use the application in the phone or the website instead of a whiteboard at the table.
Yeah.
The whiteboard you always erase afterwards, or if you write it on paper, it's high likeliness of that paper just going to the bin. Instead, you will have a stage for this to be scored and tracked, so you can follow up and try to improve your gaming.
And shared, as we're going to come into as well.
Yeah.
So you can see how other people played and what they used.
Perfect. So that's the gaming aid. And to take this up a little bit a notch, for tournaments, Jesper, what are we thinking there?
So we're gonna make a tournament organizing version of this as well. A lot of people use XN, BCP, Pun. There's a lot of different ways to host a tournament. We will have our own system that's also going to be customizable. But firstly, it's going to be tracking the games as well. So you will find statistics on how you've been doing in tournaments. So whenever this, say you and me get matched up in a tournament through this pairing system.
Yep.
The game will actually start as well with the gaming aid included for the tournament, so you can have an easy follow-up on statistics all the way through. Like, did I complete what battle tactics did I do in all these 5 games, for example? So 3 out of 5 games I picked this battle tactic. Why didn't I pick it in the 2 other games, for example? Or it's going to be so much to keep track of, but it's going to be great once it all comes together.
So the cool thing is, for a streamer, as you are, Jesper, for example, a streamer could sit down at a table, stream one table, no problem, use the overlays, whatever the thing they want. But in my case, when I would try to look at Rob's or at yours, Jesper, or I want to know how my buddy is doing. How is Kalle doing over there on table, the bottom 15 or whatever? How is he doing? Then what actually can happen is that a streamer could go into Milarki and check out table 15. What battle tactics did they do it? You can actually follow and hold a tournament as long as it's played in Milarki.
Correct. So if the players are using the application to like gaming aid, we can actually show that on the website live or with minimal delay if the player use it. And also the chess clock will be up there to see like, all right, he is short on time and he's at turn 3 or whatever. So it's going to be a lot of process going into, like, even for a casual game on a Wednesday night, you and me play, somebody can just go in and see, oh, somebody's playing. And they can see the lists if we publish them. They can see what battle tactics and like try to follow and get a touch of the game and just be improving their own thought process. Like, for example, if somebody picks a battle tactic that's not commonly picked with a specific army, you might end up with questions on how or why and everything like that. And I think it's going to be improving a lot of players' experience.
And what we're trying to do as well is to, for professional players like you, Jesper, and I'm going to call you a professional player.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you've been at Worlds. Come on. So a lot of professional players are using Excel, right? So what we were trying to do as well is to improve the statistics about it. So you will actually be able to see, I choose Desecrator lands 7 out of 10 times in turn 2 with this armor.
And to get rid of, like, Desecrator lands is one of the battle tactics that every army should do in a game. Because it's one of the easy ones to do, and it doesn't take that much effort. To find somebody who plays without doing Desecrate in 9 out of 10 games, for example, then you found some specific player who's really, really good at other stuff than the obvious stuff. And this might be a good way for coaches for World's team and captains of World's team to keep track of their players and like find a new prodigy on the scene, for example.
And another cool thing could be when we have been using this for a couple of months and people are playing it and play using it. When I go to a tournament, I usually know what my first opponent will be, right? Usually paired about a couple of days, a week before. I can actually go into them and see how they usually are playing and try to get an upper hand in that first game, right?
Absolutely. I mean, it's gonna be like watching
It's very exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff.
You're gonna love it, Kim. You're gonna love it.
I'm super excited for this this part of the Milarki.
Don't worry, your parts will come a little bit later, but
I can see that that you really love it. So it's a fine with me.
It's like giving it's better to give a present than to receive a present, right? So you have it for us.
Yeah, maybe not in this case.
All right then, but okay. So the cool thing is that it will be a more immersive experience in Milarki as well. You will be able to follow other players. So I can, for example, choose to pick or follow Jesper. And when he starts a game, I can get a notification. Okay, he starts now. I can follow him. I can see pictures or stories or anything that he puts out. Or say the fact that we can get another content creator in Milarki, you can follow them, and you will be able to see a lot more.
So basically, when you go to the bathroom during working hours, you will sit there for 10-15 minutes, and instead of going to Facebook and scrolling through, you might go like, oh, Milarki, let's check out some lists or some cool place, or hey,
let's just doom scroll Milarki.
That is... It is a goal. We want you to use Milarki when at the bathroom. You know you have succeeded as a website or an application when you come to that place, right?
Yeah. The extra meditation, as you say.
Yes. So, what we will do is we will launch this at your tournament, Jesper, or you and Fantasias at Grand Fanatic.
So make it like a full circle kind of thing.
1 year ago we started at Grand Fanatic, and version 2 will also launch at Grand Fanatic.
It feels it's the right choice, I think. So we're gonna have our party as well there, release party.
Release party will be there.
Yeah.
The Grand Fanatic is a 4-man team tournament. We're not 100% sure we're gonna be able to use this for that.
Milarki? No.
Since we haven't improved on the teams meeting. So far we're into the solo gaming.
Yeah.
But we're gonna try, and for the moment we are 25 teams signed up, so we are gonna reach the 100-player mark.
Cool.
Nice.
If it sits, it fits.
It's a great tournament. So okay, so that's on the gaming aid, the tournament, the statistics, and the more immersive experience. So let's head over to you, Kim. What is actually happening with the story and the Meridia world in version 2?
So in version 2, we see an expansion. The map. We created a map for the site, who showed the part of Meridia that we're going to be experiencing for a while.
Yes, and we have shouted out Felix and Mikael, and so we also shout out Eleanor for making the map.
For who made the map? Yeah, it's a good map. So the map and we have expanded the site, so it's more like a Wikipedia kind of a thing. You can go by places and check out the places and read about them, and there's some images and the characters as well. Got their own page, so it's going to be we're talking about immersive experience. This is going to be more. You can explore Meridia in your own pace instead of just see the snippets of Meridia that I write. So that's the big first part. And
also, to come back to that gaming aid.
Yeah.
In that gaming aid, you will be able also to pick between a couple of local locations on the Meridia map where the game is taking place, right?
Yeah. Ultimately, we want to make that count as well, so you can fight over places, and over time maybe Grand Alliance could hold it. So it's there's still a lot of good ideas up there, but for launch there will be a broader world that you can take part in and read about, and then of course the story is going to progress. Now that the World Axis has the fight for the World Axis, we're going to introduce other places, and we're going to expand the story to see what happens next.
Could we, at this point right now, say where we will start telling the story in the version 2?
Yeah, we're going to start in Bloodwood. So it's a big forest.
Like Fangorn Forest? In the Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, but better.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
The new Tolkien is in right here. Yeah. No problem.
No, but it's going to be it's going to start in Redwood. It's a redwood forest, like a big pine forest. I'm going to throw some images at you here, so you can see our vision for it. So we're going to start there and introduce some more factions, to be honest.
So that's, in a nutshell, is what version 2 will be. When we launch version 2, Milarki will be a whole lot of a more complete product.
Yeah. We're actually removing the beta.
We are.
So we feel that now it's we're out of the trial phase. So now it's going to steadily work forward, and we hope that you're all going to join us for what's going to be a great year for Milarki and for Age of Sigmar.
Yeah.
And okay, Jesper.
Lots of fun coming up. New General's Handbook is on the horizon.
3 weeks, right?
Yeah, lots of fun.
But I also want to mention one more quick thing. Is that, okay, so we've been around for 1 year. We're happy about that. If you like what we do, then throw us like a paint and bottle a month. You'll be able to be a Stripe supporter.
Yeah.
A Milarki hero or Milarki behemoth.
Behemoth, yeah.
Those people.
And we want to thank those people that signed up now to support us. That actually keeps the engines running in the service and all that.
And we're doing this for the community.
Yeah.
Some bucks in, perfect.
Yeah,
to take the next steps all the time. So if you like what version 2 is going to become, please consider it to support a little bit.
Yeah.
We would love to have it. But that is version 2.
That's version 2.
Also, every single week we will launch snippets of what actually version 2 will be.
Yeah.
all the way continue to launch.
Yeah,
and that has already started.
So follow us on our socials for steady updates for version 2, of course.
We're on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Yeah, Milarki Games on all of them. Yeah.
Yes, all of them. Anything else you want to say, Jesper?
About version 2?
Not at the moment. I mean, I'm still waiting for some of it to be tested.
Yeah, it still feels a little unreal.
Yeah,
it will come.
It will come, but it's even for me, it's still in the somewhere over the rainbow.
If you believe it as much, it will be there and it will come.
Build it and they will come.
If you book them, they will come, like in Wayne's World, right?
Yeah, or Field of Dreams.
Never seen that.
Never seen it? Kevin Costner? That's the original quote. Build it and they will come.
It's like, all right, whatever. Jesper, we are really, really glad to have you here.
Yeah.
And part of Milarki.
Welcome to the team, Jesper.
Thanks, guys.
And till next time, make every cash you guy count.
Yeah, and keep telling stories.
And then Jesper should also add something.
Yeah, you need your own, and keep crushing your opponents.
I got my own. There is no escape.
Oh, yeah, it's like 5-0.
Make the world's team, or you can get the fuck out of here.
There is no escape. I'm trapped.
In this little box.
In this Warhammer world. So there is no escape.
It's a great thing. We love this box.
Yeah.
So bye then.
See ya.
Take care.